John's Woodwind Quintet from Kamiak High School, and we will be playing the first movement of Franz Danzi's Opus 56 in B-flat without taking the root.
Quintets are fun to listen to because there's no guarantee that they're going to work. Usually woodwind quintets are generally they take the best flute or one of the best flutes, one of the best oboes, one of the best, usually you're kind of like an all-star cast, generally. And it doesn't always work though. There's no guarantee that 5 good players by themselves are going to make an ensemble. You guys have that potential to make a really good ensemble sound. You're very good players individually, and there are moments when all of your goodness comes together, and the chord and the timbre and the sound is woodwind quintet. There's many times where I hear a good flute, and a good oboe, and a good bassoon, and a good horn, and a good clarinet. There's many times like that. But when the stars are in alignment, and the chords are locking, and all you're resonating with everybody else, it sounds like it should sound. So you have to find those moments and play those a lot, and then work to the parts that are a little more technically demanding and things like that, so that you don't lose track of that sound. Because this is a unique instrument that you're playing, the woodwind quintet. You have to be very careful. You have to use a hushed voice when you talk about woodwind quintet. It's a very special breed of instruments. Not anybody. You can throw together a flute group like that. No offense. Clarinet choirs are so simple. You can hide so much with bass clarinet and clarinet. It's so easy to put it together. Brass ensembles hide so much. It's easy to throw those together. This is not a thrown together group. And so I want you to treat it very carefully, because you are at the beginning level of something that can be very good. So if you were to get a chance to play this piece again, or a piece like it, in a situation like this again, if that were to be awarded to you, that opportunity, start tomorrow morning, okay? Start practicing. And I know you're getting some coaching, but how many times do we rehearse in band a week? Well, quite a few, maybe depending on your block schedule, what craziness you have. But you need to be your own class. You need to get together often, even if it's not everybody, but preferably everybody. You have to be your own class, and you just have to be committed to that and get a coach. And what I'm trying to say is you're on the verge of something very good, all right? Now, there's one note in here that consistently bugs me, and it's the last note that you play of pretty much any phrase. It's not musically played yet. The exception to that is the last measure. There you finally played a note full value. Thank you. But every note up until then, all these little doot, deet, doot, all these little beginnings of notes, you never finished what you started. Measure 4, doot, deet. You guys see that dot, and you think a short abbreviation like a Hyundai horn. I see the dot, and I see a full bow. I see a note that's going to go za. That note is followed by silence, yes. Now, a staccato means to play light and separated. If you're already separating, if it's already being separated by silence, it's kind of a redundant mark. So that takes the separation part of the definition. What's left? Light. It doesn't have anything to do with length. Articulation is how we begin notes, not how we end them, or not where we end them. That's rhythm. So you're confusing a dot. You're letting that dictate the length of the note. And it's ticking me off, because you can be so good and you're seeing that note and going boop like that. That's a chord. You have to play 18 inches of bow on the string to get that note to resonate. So you guys got to fix that note. If an opportunity were to present itself where you're going to play this again, is that pretty subtle? If that were to present itself, you need to do something about that. You need to hear it the right way. Because once you start to go boop, boop, you go, oh, that was awful. Doot, dong, play the note, play the chord. There's a lot of places in here where three of the five, or even 4 of the 5 will have a quarter note followed by a quarter rest. And the 5th person is playing some athletic 16th note gesture. And the quarter note should be going, here's one, you should be going all the way to here. There should be like 3 16th notes being played before you let go of the note. And usually I get 1 16th note of the quarter note, and then you leave your soloist high and dry. There's a chord sustaining underneath that passage. So pay attention to those details. If your bassoon player got a nickel for every note, you're going to be really rich. You like playing concert B-flat scale, up and down, up and down. Good. I noticed that it's marked always articulated, and sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. If you're going to change the articulation, you should mark it in the score, so that it seems like it's with intent that you changed it, and not I'm really tired, I'm going to slur right now. So make sure that what I see is what is going to come out. Okay. So anyway, you guys are doing, it's really wonderful to hear a group that's at the beginning stages of something very special. So congratulations, and continue your path and your journey together, and no long note, or no short notes, okay? Long notes at the ends of phrases, and your life will be better. Thank you for playing.